Hello, we're going to talk about our special education and learning support at Pequay Elementary School. It's important for the teachers to be aware of the special education processes in Penn Manor. The evaluation is done within the student's home school. The parent can request in writing for their child to be evaluated. And then, if the child is eligible for special education based on that evaluation, the district will seek parental consent to conduct that evaluation. More information on the processes of our special education department can be found via the website that is linked here. So please feel free to review. As a child with special education needs come up, it determines their educational placements. So if the team deems them full-time learning support, that would involve them coming to Pequay Elementary. Just so we're all on the same page, the IEP team does include a district representative, the general education teacher, the special education teacher, and a child's parent or guardian. Within our Pequay Learning Support team, we do have 4 teachers who are involved. First, we have an itinerant learning support teacher, Miss Mater, who will service students who need extra support outside the classroom. We then have 3 self-contained learning support classrooms: kindergarten with Miss Campo, grades 1 through 3 with Miss Van Leuven, and grades 4 through 6 with Mrs. Gutierrez. It has been helpful to understand the role of the itinerant learning support teacher based on our Pequay needs. This teacher provides accommodations for daily assignments to identified students in small group settings. So this generally is about 25 students at Pequay that will be pulled from their regular ed classrooms in order to complete, again, daily assignments with needed assistance and accommodations. Miss Mater will communicate with the classroom teacher how this will happen. Depending on the assignment will depend on if the child can carry it down to her room by themselves. Obviously, if it's a test or other assignment that is confidential, that will be placed in her mailbox. There will also be times when our full-time learning support classrooms will kind of phase out students on a case-by-case basis in order to get acclimated in the gen ed setting. Again, they would be able to spend some time in the itinerant learning support room. And if all goes well, then again, kind of phase them into the general education setting. At Pequay, we are fully inclusion for our specials. Now, again, this is something that we need to be aware of because there are extenuating circumstances based on the student safety and student behavior. But overall, our learning support kiddos will all be included in a gen ed special with their designated grade level. The learning support classrooms that are self-contained, those 3 classrooms that we spoke about on the last slide, will also get their own special time. All students in learning support will participate in all of our school activities with adaptive resources if necessary. So be aware that all of our friends in our classrooms will all be participating in various events throughout the year. Our special education support staff is a group of individuals who are led by Kay Deal and Dr. Murray. So they are hired through a substitute system called STS, Substitute Teacher Services. This includes our PCAs, our personal care assistants, also our paraprofessionals within the classrooms. It could be life skills classrooms, emotional support, and learning support. It's very important that as a new teacher, you understand that the support staff follows your lead. And in the past, this has been a difficult situation for some teachers based on veteran PCAs and veteran paraprofessionals who have been in the district and tend to want to overstep boundaries. So it's very important that you set very clear expectations for those support staff individuals within your classroom. Again, they will follow your directive and your leadership, and they should be also assisting their students. And please speak up if there are any issues that Dr. Murray can also relay that information to Kate as well. If there's ever any questions, please feel free to reach out and ask Dr. Murray. She is always there to help, as well as myself and any other teacher who is working with this support staff system. It can be very, very successful. It can also be very challenging to have the other adults within your classroom. So think of it as a team. Think of it as, you're trying to make that motive be for the student. And if there's ever that conflict, to speak up so that that can be taken care of, and the focus remains on the child. Again, hopefully you have some questions that we will be able to discuss within our next meeting. But in a nutshell, that is our special ed and learning support overview. Thank you.